I am from Denmark. My name is Bjorn, and I hereby officially say that I will come for you, Chris Hansen. You are done. Are you listening, Chris Hansen?
Who's Bjorn, and why was he shooting his mouth off today and threatening me, so to speak?
Do you want to talk to Bjorn?
I'm not that frightened. I don't know that we need to bring him on, but why does he do something like that?
Hello, Chris Hansen.
Bjorn, how are you?
Talk to him.
Hello, Chris Hansen.
Hello, Bjorn, how are you?
I'm doing very good.
Bjorn, he wanted to ask you why you were talking a lot of shit to him today.
Bjorn, you seem to have an issue with me, and all I'm trying to do is do a straight up fair story here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, but your last name is Hansen?
Yes, it is.
But that's a Scandinavian name.
It's Danish, actually. I assume Bjorn is too.
He's from Denmark.
I'm from Denmark.
Right. So are my people.
Are you fake?
Am I fake? No, I have Danish blood. Hansen.
Are you American or not American?
I was born here in the United States.
But your last name is not American.
Okay.
Okay, that's it for Bjorn.
Okay.
Thank you, Bjorn. Now I think I understand a little bit more about Bjorn. Now,
sorry about it. He's been up all day and he's been drinking a lot. And sorry about that. Sorry. Thank you, Bjorn. Thank you.
Let's go back to this notion of drinking to get paid for being on YouTube and streaming. Is that your gig? Is that what you do full time? Is that how you survive?
Yeah, unfortunately I started, come on, Bjorn, come on. Unfortunately I started with gaming and then I discovered stream. Bjorn, I really need you to leave, dude. Bjorn, this isn't funny, dude. Come on. 1 second, Chris.
Sure. All right, we're going to stand by here. We're getting some interest.
I really apologize about that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry about that. I started with streaming on Twitch, playing video games, and then people, like I'm a partier, people made a suggestion that maybe I should take shots for money, and I'm one of the few streamers that actually am willing to embarrass myself at this point by drinking for donations. And then it's kind of spiraled out of hand over the last couple of years. So now the image of me on the internet is that I'm a drunk asshole. And if I don't drink...
That works for you?
It's not working for me anymore. That's sure. Bjorn, if you don't get the out of here, dude. Like, Bjorn, seriously, dude.
What does the catchphrase "figure it out, little bruises" mean?
Figure it out, little bruises. Figure it out, little bruises.
What's your side of the story here? What happened in that RV?
So we had been streaming all day. We had picked up Gucci's, or she had met us in, I believe, San Francisco. We went out to bars. I had a couple drinks. Truth be told, I am a drinker. I'm actually, unfortunately, known on the internet for getting really, really drunk for donations, for views, or whatever, and sometimes doing things, stupid things, when I'm in a drunk stupor. But this day, I really didn't drink that much because Gucci's was performing karaoke. She was being pretty ridiculous. She was really, really, really drunk. I think it was nervousness. We went back on the RV, and while we were back on the RV, she was really sexually aggressive towards everyone on the RV. My friend Bone Clinks, my friend Bjorn. She was really into Bjorn, and there's actually clips of her basically constantly jumping on top of Bjorn and trying to make out with him and stuff like that. She tried to pull me into the RV's bathroom for, I don't know what she was trying to do, but I really wasn't trying to be back in the bathroom with her, especially on stream, and I really wasn't interested in her. And so she finally went to the back with Bjorn. I don't know what exactly happened there. Both of them had been drinking pretty heavily. But then Bjorn came back up to the front. We were up there for a while. And then as a joke, I admit saying this is all on stream, I was like, hey, should I go back there and have sex with her? It was clearly a joke. Bjorn went along with the joke, and I was just tired. All I wanted to do was get some sleep. That's a big bed. If you face from the RV looking at the bed, Gucci's is on the left in a blanket. I gather a blanket and I proceed to go to sleep, or at least attempt to go to sleep.
Did you sexually assault or inappropriately touch Gucci's, Jessica?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I did not touch her in that bed at all.
Now, when you are at the helm there in the RV, you say, I'm going to, after you talk about having sex with Gucci's, whether you're joking or not, you say, I'm going to go pee. Almost like you're making an excuse to go back there and do what you said you were going to do. How do you explain that?
I mean, honestly, I had to urinate before I went to go sleep. That's honestly what that is. If you watch the tape, you see me go into the bathroom for like probably less than 30 seconds and then come out, and then I go back to the bed to sleep. Now, as I'm doing this, obviously, Bjorn, who I believe it was my chat that he had my little selfie stick set up with the phone and everything. The chat's like, go back and check. And then when he goes back and checks on me, I'm literally attempting to sleep. I think I was back to back with Gucci's. There's video and clips of that. And I literally was just trying to sleep. And then I came out because like I could hear Bjorn talking about he's not doing anything wrong. And I think I went to go talk to him, but then I went back and tried to go back to sleep. There is this one clip where there's 3 windows, and in the middle window is just air blowing in, and so stuff's flying around. I tried to cover Gucci's with a blanket at one point and tried to get back to sleep. And then I believe Bjorn tried to put the camera in there, and I don't think that watching a man sleep is interesting. I'm a heavy sleeper when I finally do get to sleep, so oftentimes when us as streamers do what's called sleep streams, it's literally an attempt to bait donations that will play over the speaker to try to wake us up or irritate us. But I'm a heavy sleeper, so I finally said, we've been streaming for like 12 hours a day. I turned off the stream and went to sleep.
There are some people who've watched this video who believe that it shows you on top of Jessica moving around in a sexual manner. How do you respond to that?
I didn't do anything like that. The only time that I got above her was to put a blanket over her because it was freezing, and then went back to try to get in a position to sleep.
Now, other people question, true YouTubers who have gone over this video over and over and over again, why you were complaining at one point of being cold, yet you walk out of that back room without your shorts on. How do you explain that?
So oftentimes, like when people, especially with the RV cams and the 24/7 cams, a lot of times when I drink in excess, which I didn't do this night, but a lot of times when I drink in excess, I just fall where I fall, sleep on the ground, sleep on a sofa with full clothes. But when I actually like prepare to go to bed, I don't like sleeping with a belt around my shorts and all that other stuff. So I usually take my pants off and take my shirt off and just sleep in my underwear. So that's what I was doing. I was trying to cover up, even though we were in a hot state. We were driving at night and the wind blowing. I was freezing, but I don't really sleep in my clothes when I try to sleep comfortably.
What bothers a lot of people here, Blade, is that during your live streams and even on, for instance, a soundboard on your website, you refer to rape.
Time out. I have to correct you. Back when I first started doing Call of Duty videos, I had the website OnlyUseMeBlade.com. I used to like sell T-shirts and I used to list videos. I lost that website and someone else has gained that website. So I have no affiliation with that website.
Got it.
Now, I do admit I have a severe drinking problem. I've had it for quite some time. It's ruined a lot of relationships. I sometimes black out drunk and say absolutely ridiculous. I'm not a racist, but sometimes I say like the N-word or I say something super offensive to women when I'm in that mode.
Did you say, whether you were drunk or not, something to the effect of, have you ever been raped? You should be. Something to the effect of, you seem rapeable.
There are clips of me saying that. I can't deny that, yes.
And what does that say about you, Blade?
It says I have a sick sense of humor and I should probably lay off the booze, because I would never say that sober or even tipsy.
The police confiscated sheets and clothing from that so-called incident from the RV. Have you heard anything back from investigators involved?
They said it would take a couple of weeks before they would send it back to me. So.
And what has Jessica/Gucci said to you since then?
She hasn't. She deleted all her social media, and the guys got her on a plane back home, and I haven't talked to her. I don't really think it's appropriate for me to talk to her because I feel like she falsely accused me and spread my name wrong, and that friendship is over. So I actually haven't talked to her since Colorado.
But this is a serious investigation here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you still maintain that you had absolutely no inappropriate sexual conduct, groping, or sexual misbehavior with Jessica that night?
I did not touch her that night. The only time I've ever touched her is when I hugged her when I first met her in San Francisco.
Well, what has this taught you? I mean, again, I don't want to give you a free pass here, but I do want to be fair and let you tell your side of the story. I mean, these are very serious allegations.
Absolutely.
If prosecuted successfully, you could go to prison. We're talking about other instances where live streams show you groping a 17-year-old girl. Do I have that right?
That was a complete misunderstanding. I didn't.
I see the video. You grabbed her from behind there.
No, I literally extended my hand to Jasmine and said, "Are you okay?" And she got weirded out by that. I didn't grope her.
Right.
The next, like, and she doesn't drink, so there's no like, oh, I don't know what happened. And she's not 17, she was 20 or 19 or 20. And the next day, she came on my stream and said, "Yeah, you literally just touched my side, and I freaked out. She didn't know how to handle it." And she went on my stream and admitted that. And then we spent like 10 hours together at Mr. G's house, who's a streamer in Hawaii. So that's literally the internet running with that. Like a lot of people in the Ice Poseidon CX community like calls me grope or grope gang or groper, and there's no change in their minds.
Right.
Before I started doing the IRL streams, like I was known for Call of Duty and playing video games and a little bit of drinking, I did notice that there was a small percentage of people on the internet that are just sad individuals that do anything to take you down. But I felt like that was such a small percentage. When I teamed up with Ice Poseidon, like when he invited me out to Florida, I believe in summer of last year, it was an influx. Now there were more viewers. I went from 100 viewers to 4,000 viewers, and that's great. But in all honesty, I wish I could go back to before that, because with that many more people, there is a huge army of people that just want to see you get hit by a train. They want to see you end up in the hospital. They want to see you hurt. And it's not all of them. Majority of them just want to be entertained and watch and see how things unfold between people. But there is a large army of people that, like, my phone, like if I turn my phone off airplane mode, my number's been leaked. I went to Verizon Wireless and I asked them how. They said I had over 9,000 non-contact phone calls in the last month from people that just constantly want to bother me.
So that's what I have to look forward to by having you on the show. Huh?
No, I'm not leaking your number.
No,
your number's not linked.
I'm teasing. Yeah. Anybody can find anything if they're diligent enough. Let's talk about this Ice Poseidon fellow. I think most of the people watching this tonight understand who he is. Another live streamer, YouTube guy involved in gaming initially, but now there are allegations swirling around him, and we'll deal with this in a subsequent show where he's here to talk about his side of the story. But again, there are allegations of inappropriate conduct, in this case with underage YouTubers. How do you put that into perspective here? What's your belief on that?
I mean, I can't really speak on what Ice is going through. Ice, who was living in LA and was actually the reason why I moved to LA from Missouri to be more in this IRL thing, he has tried to distance himself from everyone that he has worked with because of the toxic community, because of the people that are around him that do stupid stuff and like make his brand and his name like that. So he actually moved to Austin, Texas, and tried to disassociate himself with pretty much everyone. Ice is trying to get unbanned on Twitch, so he's trying to have like family-friendly stuff, but Twitch is never going to unban him. Sorry if you're watching this, Ice. It's not going to happen, dude. So I don't know what's going on with him talking. I don't do Discord. I don't know what's going on with him talking to underage girls. The whole time I've known him, he's had a pretty sweet girlfriend. But besides that, I can't speak on the allegations against Ice because I don't know the story. So can I also say that
please do.
I still am. When you did your shows, I used to love watching them. And I personally hate, like, I have a mother and a sister. If anybody ever touched them, I would probably be in jail for f***ing them up. I really appreciate what you did as far as catching sexual predators. I never thought I'd be taking a seat to talk to you about this, but I really do appreciate what you did in the past.
Well, I appreciate that. And I should say there's more to come on that too. We'll be out in the field in the next couple of weeks. But all right, hang with me here for a minute, Blade, and
sure.
Give us a sample of what some of the people are asking about here tonight.
Okay.
Hey, Blade, it's Vince. How you doing?
Hey, Vince. Nice to hear you again.
Same here. Listen, there's a lot of questions coming in, but they're pretty repetitive, so I'm just going to get down to it. Are you afraid or nervous of what the outcome may be if the police come by and say they found evidence of a sexual
The
assault?
question being, Blade, are you anxious that this case may turn on you and that you may be prosecuted?
I'm 100%. I know I'm not going to get prosecuted. I am anxious for them to look at all the evidence and the DNA just to prove me innocent. Like I'm 100% innocent. I've claimed it from day one. I am not nervous about the police doing anything. They're doing their job. They have to do it, but I'm not nervous at all about it.
And what about the DNA? If there is DNA and it's found to be yours, is there an explanation how that would have gotten there?
Not on her. I've never touched her besides a hug. There was, when we got to Colorado, there was a time where everyone ventured off and we were having issues with the RV. And I admit I'm a male and I pleasured myself solo, no one else around, in the privacy of the RV. So there might be some like DNA evidence of that, like on like a blanket or something, but nothing having to do with.
Did you tell the
Gucci's.
police about that?
Yes.
What is the single most important thing you can say in your defense here?
I'm innocent. There's literally low quality clips that people can maybe misguide or construe or whatever. And then my unfortunate statement of making a rape joke, which is absolutely horrific. No one should make rape jokes. Like I'm a jokester. I have a very dark sense of humor, but I'm obviously not going to make rape jokes in the future because like that put me in this position where people could actually question me when I'm just going to sleep in an RV to possibly sexual assault. And I'm not about that.
Did you make a song on YouTube called Only Use Me Blade as a Groper?
No, I
Did you
didn't.
make a song on YouTube saying or called Only Use Me Blade as a Groper?
No. Part of our community is that they take like current day songs and they remix them and put different lyrics. Like Only Use Me Blade as a Groper. Groper is the song that they started making when I was in Hawaii. And people donate that song to be played all the time. There's, the Old Town Country Road song that was very popular.
Right.
They made this one song called Only Lose Me Legs because I got poor circulation in my legs from the heavy alcohol use. And so they literally take the same beat and a similar voice and make these memes and these songs. But I don't make any songs. I have no musical talent whatsoever. These are just viewers that are poking fun at me and they make these songs that get played all the time.
I need you to leave the room, okay? Thanks, Bjorn. Sorry about that. Dude, I need you to go. This is really important.
I know. It's fine.
I need you to go, Bjorn, please.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to get Bjorn out of here. He just walked in here. He's drunk. He's streaming. I'm trying to get him out of here, okay? Bjorn, I really need you to go. Come on. Bjorn, come on.
Yeah, I know. I have another beer.
Grab your beer and let's go.
Oh, somebody's talking to me. How many years I have left? 20 years left. Are you Keemstar?
Yes.
How are you, buddy?
Good. Real good.
Can we come and visit you?
No.
Why not? Why not? Keemstar, talk to me.
That's a strong no.
Okay. Keemstar, I'm here.
Driving me nuts.
Keemstar, I'm here with you.
It's insane. He's just an insane egg.
Take it easy, Keemstar. Where are you now? Where are you? In your home? Studio home? What the fuck, he didn't want to talk to me anymore. Yeah.
Don't smoke in the house.
He said I was driving him crazy.